All right, so I'm down here in victory lane with the race winner, Steve Larker, in the number 5. Steve, I know this is a bittersweet win for you. How does it feel to dominate at Watkins Glen?
Oh, it feels awesome, especially to get back to Victory Lane. I've done it a few times in the UPS Cup Series, but to get back to Victory Lane, especially at a road course, my first time at a road course, and to do it for Carson Andrews, it's just awesome. He had a fast car all day, fastest in practice and qualifying. I knew he had a good car here.
And how about having Jason Larker finish right behind you? How do you feel about Larker's 1-2 finish here at Watkins Glen?
Oh, mom and dad would be proud. Um, that's for sure. Um, that was just amazing for my brother to finish right behind me. I thought he was going to get around me at some point, but he did not. So that was a really good finish for us.
And are there championship thoughts kicking in quite yet, or do you still have to wait another race just to see if you're going to be in contention to Homestead?
Well, I think that if we can get a good finish at Richmond, then we should have a good chance for winning the championship. But right now, I mean, we are the points leader, I think, right now. But hopefully we have a good run at Richmond as well.
All right, that's Steve Larker, driver to the number 5. He just wheeled it to victory in the 1999 IROC Watkins Glen 100. Let's go back upstairs to recap the race. Welcome to Richmond International Raceway for the 4th race of the 1999 IROC season, the Richmond 100. Eli Bright has the pole, and to his outsides, Billy Binky. Cody Lynn is 3rd, Steve Larker. Jonathan Rains, Keegan Thompson, Keith Stevens, Code Luigi, Joe Jefferson, Michael Anderson, Jason Larker. Your points leader starts last and 11th here tonight. Pace car in 25 laps around this 3/4 mile track. As we go green, Eli Bright takes the green flag. We're racing here at Richmond. Cody Lynn already looks low for the race lead as they come off turn number 4. 3 wide. Oh, hard to the wall car. Yellow is out. And where did Jonathan Rains come from to steal that lead? Keegan Thompson was the one that nailed the wall hard head on, it looked like. Lap 1, and we have a wreck. Let's see what happened. Here they are, sailing off into turn 3. There's Keegan Thompson. It looks like whoever that car just came up into him, put him into the wall hard with the rear end, basically the whole right side of that car. Everyone else keeps it going straight. Luckily, Jason Larker, your points leader, is not caught up. But my oh my, hard, vicious crash for Keegan Thompson. It looks like it was the 12 Joe Jefferson that got into him right there. Just came up, drifted up into that 8, spun, and then Michael Anderson got some damage in that orange number 11 car. Well, Jonathan Rains stole the show back to the line. He got back in front. Cody Lynn in 2nd, and everyone will stay out. And it'll be Jonathan Rains up front for the first restart of the night here at Richmond. Jonathan Rains, the race leader, as we have 1 to go to the stripe for a restart in lap number 7. No cars have retired from the race, but Keegan Thompson has a ton of damage to that number 8 car. So it'll be Jonathan Rains, Cody Lynn, Eli Bright, Billy Binky, Keith Stevens, Steve Larker, Joe Jefferson, Code Luigi, your points leader Jason Larker, Michael Anderson, and Keegan Thompson, the field for the restart. The last 2 have some damage. Keegan Thompson has a ton of rear end, and Michael Anderson hit the 8 as he was spinning down the track, so it'll be interesting to see if Anderson can keep it going. Jonathan Rains takes the green flag on lap number 7. We're back racing at Richmond. He got a pretty good start there over Cody Lynn, who might have spun the tires or was just caught sleeping there. But once you get that big of a jump, you usually go up the track, and that's what Jonathan Rains did. But Cody Lynn also went up the track, so he couldn't take advantage of that. And now here comes Eli Bright to the bottom of that number 6 car. Now Eli slides up. Contact with Cody Lynn, 3 wide. 9 car, Billy Binky all the way to the bottom lane. Oh, contact between those 3. I don't know how they sorted it, but I thought Billy Binky, Eli Bright, and Cody Lynn were all going to go into the wall. They somehow kept it together, and Keith Stevens out of all that got to the 2nd position. Steve Larker sideways after making contact with Eli. And now here comes Code Luigi. The 1 car has had a horrible season, just looking to get a win now. But up front, Jonathan Rains is dominating. Ooh, Larker drove it in underneath Keith Stevens, and he'll make it stick. Your Watkins Glen winner to third. Looking for second on Billy Binky. Meanwhile, Jonathan Rains has pulled away to a pretty good lead. He goes up the track. Wow, Cold Luigi's car down on the yellow line. And Luigi trying to clear. Wow, he made sure he cleared him. He forced himself clear of Steve Larker. But Keith Stevens coming right back for third. Billy Binky holds second. Jonathan Rains holds the race lead, but those 4 cars are in a huge line, and it's a tight line. Jonathan Rains up the track. Billy Binky to the inside and will get to the race lead at the stripe. We're about halfway through this race, just a little bit longer until we're halfway. Now here comes Cold Luigi for the race lead. That one car looks awfully smooth, as he has been painting the yellow line 1 and 2 lap after lap. He gets to the race lead, slides up, and Billy Binky will get underneath again, some contact with Luigi. Code leads that lap. Keith Stevens to third. Steve Larker back to fourth. Binky clears for the race lead. Jonathan Rains all the way back to fifth. Eli Bright up to sixth. Code Luigi falling back on the outside. Keith Stevens way up the track. There goes 3 wide for second. Down low, Jonathan Rains. Keith Stevens up top, and in the middle it's Steve Larker and that 5 car. Up the track goes Billy Binky, your race leader. Cold Luigi right back to the bottom. Big battles behind these front 5. Now here comes Rains again. Side by side, a drag race to the line. Rains leads and clears Billy Binky. Here comes Cold Luigi, however, in that 1. This is intense up front. 3 wide. Steve Larker to the bottom. Oh, Eli's rubbing with, who is that? Jason Larker, your points leader. My, oh my. Wow, Cold Luigi way up the track. Billy Binky couldn't take advantage. Here comes Steve Larker again. Billy Binky now coming for second. You heard in Steve Larker's interview. To get a chance at the championships, they're spinning back there. Keegan Thompson gets spun to the grass by Joe Jefferson. They save it. No yellow. We're still full speed racing. But you heard in Steve Larker's interview after Watkins Glen, he said he needed a good run to keep into championship contention. He up front right now. That's a great run. Now Jonathan Rains will get to the race lead, however. Rains clears. Look at Keith Stevens. He just cleared 2 cars in 1. Stevens has the drive to win this race. But can he get up to Jonathan Rains? 7 to go. Billy Binky is on Steve Larker for third. Larker now on Keith Stevens. Binky to the yellow line. 3 wide. Down the backstretch for second. Billy Binky clears. They're making some contact. Steve Larker and Jason Larker are. The 2 brothers. 3 wide for second, allowing Jonathan Rains to pull away. Up the track goes Jason Larker. Cold Luigi might have made it 4 wide if they weren't careful. Oh, contact! Almost around Billy Binky and Eli Bright. They save it. 5 to go this time. If the caution is out, the race is over. Look at this big racing behind Jonathan Rains. And Rains has pulled away because of it. Where did Michael Anderson come from? The 11. He's up to third. Going for it now underneath Jason Larker. Is that Cold Luigi to second? Eli Bright finds his way up to third. But Cody Lynn gets to the bottom lane. 4 to go. 2 cars are cleared, and then it's the big battle, third on back. Cody Lynn to second. Steve Larker's coming back. Jason Larker, your points leaders towards the back of this pack. Coming to 3 to go. Contact between Cody Lynn and Eli Bright. They save it. 3 to go. Jonathan Rains has this race won unless a big mistake happens. Cold Luigi trying to keep second. Steve up the track. They're making contact into the wall. Cody Lynn, Michael Anderson. Jason Larker forces his way to third. What an amazing race this is. Billy Binky to the inside for third. 2 to go. And the reason we're showing this, Jonathan Reigns has a huge lead. No one's going to be able to catch him. Billy Binkey slid up in front of Jason Larker. Larker tried the crossover. Michael Anderson's coming for third. Up front, Jonathan Reigns. He goes up the track. He sees the white flag one more time around Richmond. 3/4 of a mile left. Jonathan Reigns through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. No one can catch him. Cole Luigi will get second, but through 3 and 4, Jonathan Reigns dominates here at Richmond to score a victory in the IROC series. He wins the Richmond 100. The rest of the field comes across, and what a wild race it was, and Jonathan Reigns gets it done. And that could help him in the points. My, oh my, what a finish. What a race that whole thing was. As we look at the finishing results, Jonathan Reigns gets the victory by over a second over Cole Luigi, who ends up second. Eli Bray up to third, Steve Larker fourth, and Cody Lynn fifth. Billy Binkey in sixth, Michael Anderson seventh, Jason Larker, your points leader, ends up eighth. Keith Stevens ninth, Joe Jefferson 10th, and Keegan Thompson almost got spun twice in this race. He got spun the first time, but the second time he almost got spun. He ends up 11th. Well, congratulations to Jonathan Reigns on a good victory here at Richmond. And the points are oh so close going into the final races. We look at them. Eli Bright has gotten to the points that he's finished top 5 in all 4 races. The only person in the whole series to do that. Jason Larker, after leading the points, is down to second, but he's only 13 back. Steve Larker is only 17 back in third. Jonathan Reigns, with that win, moves up to fourth. He's 26 back. He could possibly get in. Joe Jefferson fifth. He's 46 back. That's going to be tight for him to see if he can get the championship. Keith Stevens is 6th. Billy Binkey 7th. Cody Lynn 8th. Michael Anderson 9th. Code Luigi 10th, and Keegan Thompson rounds out the points in 11th. And of course, Carson Andrews only completed 2 races, and that's why he's down at the bottom of the points list. Well, it's going to be a wild race for the championship. The next and final race of the 1999 IROC season, the Homestead 100 at Homestead, with the 2000 IROC series from Richmond coming up. See you guys then.